Hello, YouTube. I am back once again. I look so huge. You know what? I don't know. I promise you. I don't think I'm that huge, but I might be that huge. I don't know. But today I'm going to be talking about, I don't know where I left off in my last video talking about my fibroids. I know I told you guys that I had the surgery. I removed them. But I'll be talking a little bit about that, and then I'll just be chit-chatting about just other things going on and in right now in the world. I don't know. I'm just chit-chatting. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know where I left off with the fibroids. I think I let you guys know that I did have the surgery, and I just wanted to go in more depth about that, but I'm not going to be too long because my battery is low. I'm on my phone because I don't want to pull out the camera. I'm lazy like that. I told you guys I don't like to do too much editing. So anyway, getting back to the subject. So I had my fibroid surgery. I had my uterus removed as well as my fallopian tubes, but they kept the ovaries. And if this is too much TMI, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I had all that removed. And I don't regret it. I can't say, I mean, I could have did the natural thing, which some people do, which is, you know, eat healthier, change my diet, you know, and it'll shrink naturally. It'll take time, but, you know, and I didn't want to go that route. I mean, sorry, I just didn't want to go the route. I mean, it's not too hard to change your diet or eat naturally. You kind of have to should be doing that anyway, but I just didn't want to do it because, for one, I'm 41. If no one knew that. I'm 41. I have 6 kids. My oldest son has kids, so I have 2 grandkids. And, you know, I wasn't going to have any more kids. Definitely not. So I just felt it was just the best option for me to just get the hysterectomy. After I recovered from surgery, or during my recovery time, my doctor came in and she let me know that the fibroid was actually huge. It was bigger than what she thought it was, and she had a difficult time removing it. So I'm kind of glad that it's gone. The whole ordeal is gone. I'm thinking back, like, let me give you a little bit backstory on the fibroids, how I feel that they got as big as they did without me actually knowing, is because back after I had my youngest son, I'm sorry, it's like gnatty bugs flying around me. Back after I had my youngest son in 2006, I could remember the nurse saying that I had fibroids, small fibroids back then. And after a couple of years after I had them, I started having really bad pains, like TMI. I had a lot of butt pressure. It was hard for me to go to the bathroom. It was like butt cramps. Butt cramps. They hurt so bad, like intervals. So they would come in, the pain would come in so bad where if I had to use the bathroom, I couldn't, or I'm just like, if I'm laying down or standing up, it's just like, ah, and it was bad. And I had trouble, like, TMI, passing bowel, having bowel movements. I could not. It was just always runny, nothing consistent. So I was always bloated and just feeling miserable. And this was way back in about 2008, 2009. I went in to the doctor and I told them I'm having, I told my symptoms, and they told me I had endometriosis. Now, they gave me that diagnosis without even doing a biopsy, ultrasound, any of that. So, and the doctor was like, well, I don't normally do biopsies or anything on my patients. I just go by their symptoms. I'm like, that didn't sound right, but they're the doctor and I'm the patient. And it kind of deters me from going to the doctor. So after that, I really didn't go back. I just dealt with it and said, okay, I got endometriosis. It is what it is, right? Because you kind of feel with some doctors, they just don't want to be bothered. And they'll just tell you whatever, and, you know, it is what it is. And that's kind of how I felt. So my experience with doctors have been like a hit and miss. You know, and so this is when I was in California. So I moved out to Vegas in 2012, and about 2013, 2014, I went back to the doctor because the pain was like really, you know, I was just like over it. I'm like over it. You know? And so I don't want to do it no more. And so I went in and they told me, oh, your uterus is faced towards the back, so that's why you're having the cramps. And no, you don't have endometriosis. Still, no biopsy or nothing. They just told me, no, you don't have endometriosis, and your pain is from your uterus being turned towards the back or something like that. So I was like, okay, well, okay, I went with that. Okay, here it is, 2000, and I want to say 16, I went back to the doctor, and that's when the doctor did the biopsy, and I did the ultrasound, and I did everything. She did everything. No, I didn't have endometriosis. No, my uterus wasn't turned to the back. Oh no, you have fibroids, and we're not going to do surgery, but try to change your diet. This is the first time I know, like, oh, fibroids, this is causing all my pain. And so she didn't want to do the surgery. She just wanted to relax. And me, not really being into doctors, I didn't go back until last year, 2017. So, no, this year, 2018. I seen one doctor, and he was like, no, you have huge fibroids. They're huge. And so I was like, he's like, his recommendation was hysterectomy. I was like, yeah, no. Because, you know, us women, we don't want to take our uterus out. And, you know, that's basically a big part of being a woman, you know, that we have our body parts that make us who we are. And this is my mindset. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's big, but, you know, maybe I can deal with it. So after a couple months, I'm at work, and I'm just, at this point, I'm in more pain. I'm taking medication now because of the pain of what is causing the fibroids. I can't go to the bathroom still. My stomach is hurting. I'm feeling tired all the time. I'm just all over the place. You know, I'm gaining. My stomach is huge, like I'm 6 months. My stomach is still kind of big, but now it's just because I eat a lot. I need to slow down, but my stomach was like huge no matter what I did. You know, no matter what I did. It was just huge. And so I went back in. They did the ultrasound. They're like, no, it's much bigger. So what do you want to do? And I was just like, let's just do the hysterectomy. And so that's how I got the hysterectomy done. And for some people, the hysterectomy, you know, some people can get the fibroids, I think it's like burnt off or cut off or something like that. Or you can have, you know, shrink it, I guess, by eating naturally, eating certain foods, you can shrink it. But for me, I just felt like, you know, it was the better choice personally for me. And I have actually had no regrets on doing it. I mean, like, none whatsoever. I think the best part of it is that I do not have to worry about periods. I don't miss them. I don't miss them at all. I promise you, because that was another issue. My cycles would come regularly, actually, on a regular basis, but I would spot like a week straight, you know, within the month after my cycle. And so it was just too much. It was just beginning to be too much, and I didn't want to deal with any of it. So for me, the best thing I did was to just get the hysterectomy. And I honestly have no regrets. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and just give an update on my fibroids and why I made the decision that I made and how I felt about that decision, and if I had any regrets, which I actually have no regrets. I have no regrets, because I think the only regret I would have if I was maybe younger and wanted more kids, but I'm 41, about to be 42 tomorrow, and no. My youngest is 12, and I do not want to start over. I just want to enjoy the grandbabies, okay, at this point in time. And now I can just work on losing this, losing that. Yeah, just losing it. So I have to I still have to work on eating healthy, just for health risk now, because, as you get older, your body just start acting up on you. Your body just don't want to work with you. Your body said, no. And so, I got to give in now. It's time to just start changing, having better eating habits, and, making better decisions just health-wise, so nothing else occurs. Yeah, so that's my story on having fibroids and how it got to the point that it did, where I felt that I needed to have a hysterectomy, and I don't regret it. And I'm not judging anybody who, whatever decision women have to make for their own personal health and their body is their choice. I don't judge. I don't do anything. I'm not here to judge. This is my story. This is the choice I made. I could have went with, other methods of, maybe shrinking it, but it just worked out for me. It worked best for me, and I honestly do not regret it. So, if someone else is suffering from what I went through, fibroids, uterine fibroids, then, you have to do what's best for you. Make the correct decisions for you, what works best for you, what you are able to deal with. And that's just what it is, because everybody's different. Everybody makes different choices, or, in life. So, yeah. But, yeah, I just want to stop in and give you guys an update and tell you guys, that as women, we have to deal with some bullshit, some real bullshit. We deal with a lot on top of being mothers and being working mothers and, just being women. We have to go through bullshit, and, we have to make our best choices for us. And, we do what we do to get through life, and that's what it is. So I just wanted to stop in and follow up with that, and I will probably be posting another video randomly like usual. But yeah, I see you guys later. Peace, YouTube.